Hi. I need to learn where the camera is. The camera's over here. So I am currently reading Dumplin by Julie Murphy. This is been on my TBR for a hot minute. And with the Netflix special coming, I figure I need to read it sooner rather than later. So that way I know what I'm getting myself in for. I have read one chapter, so we're gonna do some more reading on that tonight. I already like it. You can just tell when you're gonna like a book, and I'm gonna like this one. And look at my, can you see my little kitty cat bookmark? It's freaking precious. I found it while I was home this weekend. Must have been given to me like an Easter basket or some shit, I don't know, but whatever. I'm gonna use it. So, yeah. Sorry for the poor light quality. I don't feel like pulling out my light box right now, and I'm filming on my phone, so sorry for the shaky cam. But yeah, so I will update when I've read some more of this book. Okay? Toodles. On the 8th day, God created ranch dressing. That's how you know a girl's from Texas. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Okay, that's it. So I already really like this quote. It reminds me a lot of my hometown. There are only a few who really make it out and stay out, while the rest of us drink, procreate, and go to church. And that seems to be enough to keep us afloat. Small town Texas, y'all. It's real. I let out a shuddering breath. I didn't know I was holding in. Julie Murphy. The breath you didn't know you were holding in? Come on. Okay, so I'm more than halfway through at this point. I really like it. I really, really like it. I can't wait for the Netflix movie because I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'm having a really hard time putting it down. Like, I read all of that yesterday. Like, this is a different day. I'm the kind of person where if I really like a book, I finish it in 1 to 2 sittings, and I'm probably going to finish this tonight. I really like it. I just think there's some real truth here to feeling okay about yourself, and then the idea of somebody else's perception of you messing with that self-confidence, especially as a young person. I just think that works really well, and I'm really excited for the rest of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive on in. If I have any big reactions, I'll go ahead and pop back in. Okay, so I know when you're a teenager, you don't make good decisions. And that's what this book is. Like, it's very honest to being a teenager. And I won't say, like, who I'm talking about, so that way I don't have any spoilers. But, like, there's one guy that is clearly superior. Like, he's a sweetheart. And then there's one that's pretty. And he doesn't seem as nice. And I'm mad because I have a feeling who she's gonna end up with. And maybe I'm wrong, but I have a feeling who she's gonna end up with. And I'm not happy about it. Because I think the other guy's better. But when you're teenagers, you make bad decisions. Like choosing people for what they look like instead of who they are. So, that's my 2 cents for this moment. Okay, thanks, bye. Yo, so this book. So Willowdene, she's, entering this beauty pageant, right? And, an adult says something and it's just so freaking perfect. Or an adult doesn't say something, but it's her reaction. So one of the parents in this story is just like, oh, I think that's so brave. And Willodian thinks, but I don't want it to be brave. I want it to be normal. And like, ugh, the feels. Like, this book. Although, something that has just occurred to me and now bothers me. They're taking world history as juniors in Texas. You take world history as a sophomore. And now it's bothering me. Oh well. I'll live with it. It's fine. Sort of. Sorry, I'm waiting for the dog to stop scratching. I am dog sitting! My uncle had to go out of town. So I'm hanging out with his dogs, who I love. You can only see one right now. Let me see if I can... Oh, I can't flip when I'm in... Can I? Oh, no, that just took a picture. My bad. Let me see if I can, like, pan around. That's the TV. You don't need to see that. There's one of them. That's Ollie. Popeye is, like, hiding. Oh, I think he popped up. Yeah, that's Popeye. Those are my uncle's dogs. Aren't they cute? I love those stinkers. Oh, I love them. They're so freaking sweet. Yeah. Okay. So I finished Dumplin and I finished, or Dumplin. I'm a Texan. I should leave off my G's, right? Anyway. I finished Dumplin and, I just filmed my review, for it. Gonna be editing that today. It's just occurred to me that I may be covering the microphone with my hand while I film. I'm a little concerned about that. But anywho, I got my grubby little mitts on one of the ebook versions from my library of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I'm pumped to read it. I'm going to start reading it like the second I'm not supposed to be working. So yeah, excited about that. I will be back with more updates on that and hopefully get that review video up today. Yay! Okay, thanks, bye! Okay, so I am about a quarter of the way through The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and I'm already hooked. Like, I was a little worried that this was going to be the kind of book that could never live up to the amount of hype. But holy moly, like, just like, whoa. From like 2 pages in, I knew this book was going to live up to the hype. Like, it's freaking great. It's so good. It's so freaking good. And I'm shook. I am frankly shook because I didn't think that it was possible for this book to live up to the hype. And it really does. And I waited so long to get my hands on it. I'm just like, okay. So, yeah. I'm still in the Dawn Adler section. The goddamn Dawn Adler section. Yeah. Anywho. More updates as I read. Ooh. Yeah, kind of digging the Medusa angle. Anywho, okay, so I am halfway through, a little more than halfway through, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo at this point. And yes, I'm in bed. I'm lazy and I don't want to get up. It's Saturday. I'm staying in my bed and I'm going to read. So, anywho, yeah, I made it through the beginning, I guess the beginning of the Celia chapters, even though technically they were in the Dawn Adler and McRiva sections. I'm still a little hurt over that. Oh, it was so good. This book is just so freaking beautifully written. I'm low-key obsessed with this book right now. And, again, I was really worried that that it wasn't gonna live up to the hype, and it just has at every turn. So good. So good. And I'm really curious to know the thing that's like gonna make Monique hate Evelyn, because like she's even said it's like, I wanted to kill her. It's like dropping these hints, and I almost wish that it wouldn't do that, because like I like a little bit more mystery than that, and I want to, you know, just get to the thing when it is the thing, and not to just, you know, anticipate the thing the whole time. I mean, yeah, that increases the anticipation, but you already know something's up at this point. You know, why is Evelyn just giving this, like, huge opportunity to somebody she doesn't know, or has no connection with? So yeah, it's shady as heck, and I want to know what's going on, but I wish that little tidbit about her wanting to, like, strangle her or whatever wasn't, like, in there, because it felt premature. But all in all, this book is just so flippin' amazing. And I'm now in the section where, just at the beginning of the Harry section. And I know from the beginning that they have a kid together. I'm pretty sure that this is the husband she has her child with, Connor. So I'm betting they're going to be married for a while. And, you know, you got to love Harry. But I'm wondering how that's going to play with Celia and her. And then he's got something going on with Celia's husband, John. I want to say it's Braverman. Interested to see how that goes. Yeah. So that's going to be all for right now. And I apologize. No, I don't apologize for the Medusa hair. Like, this is me, like, 800% of the time. Like, I'm just this little grease ball pile of nothing. Like, my fiance's at a football game right now, so I get to lay in bed. Yay. Yeah, so until next time. Okay, so I'm about 80% into Evelyn Hugo. And, like, I know I can feel the heartbreak coming. Like, the rest of this book is just going to be tragic. Because you know her essential life story from the very beginning. And that's, like, the only thing that I don't like about this book. Like, I want it to just unfold organically. But the characters are just so freaking good that I can't even bring myself to be that mad about it. And yes, I did finally get out of bed because I'm hungry. So, yeah, food's about the only motivator I have that gets me out of bed on a Saturday. If it weren't for food, I'd never leave bed. But yeah, okay, so Max was so disappointing. Like, even, I mean, the disappointing Max Gerard. Like, yes, he was just so disappointing. It was just like, okay. And to know that, like, the affair with, like, the younger congressman was, like, fake was kind of like, fine. And, like, her last husband, also fake. Also a beard. Like, you think you know what this book is going to be about going into it, and it's just, at every turn, it's not. I just wish that there weren't so many spoilers in the book. Like, you know, right before she does the 3 a.m. shoot, she said, oh, you know, that was one of our last happy moments before I ruined everything. I didn't want to know that she was going to ruin everything. Ooh, Jesus, that little hair. Okay, that's making it worse. Okay. Curly hair problems, my friends. Okay, so ignore that little thing over there. I didn't want to know that heartbreak was coming, because I feel like it took the blow out of it for me. Because I knew she was about to mess up everything. Am I the only one that feels this way? I feel like I'm the only one that feels this way. I feel like everyone else just loves this book really blindly. And don't get me wrong, I freaking love this book, but I have some complaints. The characters, the story, they're all freaking amazing. If it could just leave out the spoilers. Just that one little thing's my complaint. Everything else about this book is freaking magical, like, for real. Okay, I really have to eat. Like, my stomach's growling, and bye. Okay, So I finished Evelyn Hugo last night, and I really, really enjoyed it. I think it was incredibly well written. Still, my only major complaint is how Taylor Jenkins Reid would kind of spoil herself. I didn't like that. For me, it took a lot of the big punches out of the things that were happening. But it was still an incredibly complex, well-written novel. I think it deserved all the hype that it got, and I'm really glad that I got a chance to read it. I think that was the first really real, true, well done by rep book that I ever got to read. And it also had some Hispanic rep, which I love. It wasn't own voices, but I think she handled it very well. And I love the historical, it's kind of drama aspect of it. I may do a full review, I haven't decided yet. But yeah, wrapped that up. So I think that's going to be the end for this week's vlog. I don't think I'm going to make it through another full book. I might, you never know. I read fast. But yeah, so that's all for now. Yeah, I don't have anything to add. I'm being weird. Okay.